The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. That'll be taken in the end zone.
We play to win. Let's go!
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball.
Okay, Coach, so normally thoughts turn to basketball this time of year in the Hoosier State, but not so this year. The NFL playoffs have come to Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Today we continue on the AFC matchup between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Let's go. On the double. m1keB1. Hey, orbit. Watch the screen.
On first down, Eason, a little juke. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. 2nd and 1. He finds Taylor, complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Check. Rock it. Go. Hey, lock it. Get it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Eason. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On the return comes Cobb. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 16.
24.
Watson now to throw. And this will complete to Will Fuller. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Check 3.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Watson. He gets it to Thomas. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
The last catch nearly got him a 1st, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches.
Let's make these babies proud. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Hey, check 24.
They run it with Ballage, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go now.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. 51 the mic.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking middle, and that's complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Go. Let's go.
They run with Taylor. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. Set. 60 or. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
To throw on 2nd down, Eason. And the catch made by Hilton. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 35.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Texans' 38-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Double up. He's coming, double up. Hey, Haywood. Snap.
From the gun, Eason. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here.
Ready. Recon, 132 fighter. 41's coming. 41's the mic. Hey, look. Squeeze. Watch the screen. Shoot. Hey, Delta.
Operating from the gun, Eason, and that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Justin Houston. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Watson. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down. Watson. And he finds Stills, complete. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Houston.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll run here with Balazs. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 22, check, cover. 22, check, cover. 59.
2nd and 5 now. Watson. It's complete to Fuller. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Now Balazs. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the toss, here's Balazs. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Watson. Complete. It's Johnson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 39. And his kick here is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, Do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On 1st and 10, Eason, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And this results in 6. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Houston.
Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Makes the score Texans 10.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Nothing for him yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to lay one up deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
And the Texans first down.
Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Melange. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 46-yard line.
Reset. 19. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I got you, son. I got you, son. 55. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Let's go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
What is that? 26. Yeah. You don't want none. Truck. 54. Hands up.
On 1st down, it's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Here's Watson. It's wearing the tight end with it. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
From the red zone now, Watson. And that's complete to Cooks. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
This is it. 19. Come on, D.
They go play action here on first down. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Texans push further out in front.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Night, sweetheart.
From the gun, Eason. They'll find Taylor. That's complete. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And his throw is incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Looking to throw. Eason. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Rush out. Rush in. Yes. Hey, Zoo. Go.
Operating from the gun. Eason nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The drive will commence with a run by Balaj, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
You got tight right there. Jam. Open forward.
They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter. Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. He gets it to Cooks. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it. But drop it there. Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass. As good as a sack. Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2. Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time. How many plays do you script coming out of the second? Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Here we go. Hard. Lucky. Ready?
Back to throw. Eason. He's got his tight end, Burton. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. From the gun, Eason. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction. Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? Heavy? Go on. Give me something. Here we go. Whip.
Now a give, right side. Taylor. And out of bounds right around the 20. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Come on. Watch twist.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
22 jet bomber.
Operating from the gun, Eason. He finds Taylor, complete. They call it no gain there on the first down play.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
I didn't have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one. But I don't think they're built like that.
3rd down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop.
Hey! He's going for it, moving! Hey, seam 6! Seam 6! Go!
From the gun, Eason. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Watson now to throw. And Stills bringing it in. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Now a handoff looking right. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Take 4, take 4. Save.
Faking the give. Now Watson. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to... And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 22. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Trying to get it that time to Stills.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Look at me. Go. Check 43.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looking to throw on second down. Eason, he's got Burton here.
Let's not quibble about the game there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. Throwing on first down. Eason. Gets this into the hands of Taylor. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. It was a solid check down there with pressure coming, wasn't it?
It was, because you're trying to go through your progression. And when you have that type of pressure in your face, it changes what you're doing and how fast you have to do your reads. And able to come back and find him in open space, that's a really nice play.
41's coming. 41's the mic.
Yeah, let's get set.
Rock it.
Check 25. Check 25.
Hey, wahoo! 5.
On first down, Eason. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell there to make the grab, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box, touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high-percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Watson now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. That's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. He gets it to Thomas. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now Watson. He completes it to Boyd. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Watson escaping the pressure right. He finds his target, Fuller. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Check the backer.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Let's get it.
At the Colts 48.
Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And a 5-yard gain gets them to the 42. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Boyd, and he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more.
Let's get off the field, D.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Give me that ball. Hey, let go.
Go, m1keB1. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. I got you.
On the pin.
He's back to throw. He finds his man Johnson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense.
Okay, ready?
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Eason. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On the ready.
41 Mike, right here.
Go. Greystone, travel.
Hey, 41 Mike, 41 Mike. Double dog, that's the way.
Hey, orbit.
41 Mike, 41 Mike. Let's go, D, tighten up. Let's go, D, tighten up.
Hey, lock it.
Show it up. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Right up.
Back to throw. Complete to Hilton. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
That's another Colts first down.
Set. 10
1st
logo.
and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Go.
51 Mike. Mike 51. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. J.J. Watt in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Ready, break.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot for the... And he's got it! It's caught for a touchdown! And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Extra point safely through, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go!
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. He'll look to throw. He's got Fuller. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 27 yards there, a first down.
And the Texans first down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Watson. 20. It's wearing the tight end with it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
First down, Texans.
Push the set. 19. To the pass.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Hey, Mike 20. Mike 20. Hey, let's get it.
Line him, go.
One last throw here for Watson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they